The picture we've seen from today's performance is a mixed one, but overall, there's been almost a squeeze in the market in the Zimbabwean Stock Exchange. Why is that?
I think liquidity continues to be a major challenge on the Zimbabwean market, with almost 90% of activity happening on Equities and Delta. But over the week, we have seen the industrial index gaining about 1.23%, with gains likely in Miko's, CBZ, Fidelity, and Equities.
All right, let's talk about Fidelity, which you mentioned in passing. They have they gave a market update after its AGM. What were the key highlights for you?
Well, the key highlights was they gave an update for the 5 months of operations to 31 May 2012. The group has recorded an 88% increase in profit after tax to 6.7 million over the period. Another key highlight is they have been moving into increasing their property portfolio. One of the property portfolios, which was the Fidelity Park, is almost 90% complete, and another one in South, where they expect to roll out 5,000 stands for low housing income earners will get underway next year, and they have almost secured a 21 million line of credit.
All right. The other development we need to talk about is Rio Zim, which is yet to hold an annual general meeting, despite it should have done that by now after it postponed it in May. What is the update on that?
There hasn't been any update so far, but I'm sure they have communicated with the regulators. The AGM was supposed to be held on the 22nd of May, but it was postponed because they wanted to finalize their annual report and a possible adjustment or reclassification resulting from the changes that happened in the company earlier on, where they had a rights issue and Gem Raintree coming in as a major shareholder. So I think it has created a lot of anxiety among the investors, and we have seen Rio Zim dropping off 25% from 40 to 30 over this period.
Tinashe, this is unusual, but is there some kind of precedent before, and can regulators even impose any kind of penalties if they do not do so within a certain period of time?
Yeah, it warrants a suspension if regulators are not made aware on time of the postponement or delays in holding AGM. But I'm sure Rio Zim should have communicated, but they haven't put something into the press on a proposed date for the AGM. But we will need to find out from the regulators after the period elapses today on what course of action could be taken on Rio Zim.
Right, and speaking of regulators, Zimbabwean Capital is said to lose its 47% stake in M&R Capital because, well, the regulators are not too happy about that. What is the word on that?
If you would recall, Zimbabwean Capital bought a 47% stake at a 79% discount to trading price in M&R. Now the regulators have issued a directive to the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange to take action on that deal. Some of the irregularities on the deal were there was too much insider trading with the chairman, Pedijanta, and the former CEO being part of the deal that went through at that huge discount. And also, there wasn't the minorities were not consulted when the deal took place. So I think the regulators is coming in to set the record straight and offer those shares to the other shareholders who were on the book as of the 2nd of May when that deal was negotiated and concluded.
Tinashe, I think we've just got a few more seconds to talk about the ICO results that came out yesterday. What did you make of them?
The earnings dropped in ICO from 1.6 to 1.68 last year to 1.16 this year. Largely, the drop in the gold-linked prices led to the reduction in profitability for the group. But going forward, they look to raise 50 million to extinguish some of their debt, because the finance costs were weighing heavily on the group's operation, having paid 24 million in finance cost last year.